Deron, being back here with the All-Star game right around the corner, I mean, you being a three-time All-Star, what do you think it means to this organization to be able to host the All-Star game again?
I mean, I think it means a lot. There's just a lot of excitement always around, All-Star break, the All-Star game, and the festivities that, occur during it. And so, I mean, I think it's a big deal. It's a big deal to be able to host it, for the organization, for the fans, for the community of Salt Lake. There's just a lot of good things that come about, I feel like, because of, the All-Star game being here. And, you're bringing all the best players in the world, to your city at one time.
Truck, what was the All-Star game like in 1978?
It was a lot more competitive. Guys didn't easily let you score. It was like, playing against you, trying to win. It was a big thing, trying to win. Talked about it in the locker room. My first one, I was by Dave Cowens, and he was like, stretch out, get ready. And so he was real serious. Now, of course, last year before,
180?
the kid in, I call him a kid, but Yanni, 18 for 18? I mean, all dunks and all. Big difference. That's probably the biggest difference. A lot more competitive. Yeah.
What were your favorite memories of your All-Star game, 2007?
Just being there, my favorite part, and thanks to this guy right here. This guy just kind of like carried my butt over the years, and my teammates. It was fun, and I think just to share the locker room with all like superstars, and just be there with them was just amazing. And obviously I had four points, so. And then I can tell my grandkids I had 40, but for me is enough. But so it was fun. Overall, it was a great experience.
For any of you or all of you, was there a moment like during your first All-Star appearance where you were like, man, I can't believe I'm like, what was it that kind of stuck out to you that made it like such a special moment?
Well, for me, it was a long time coming. I felt like I could have been an All-Star, 1 or 2 more years before that. So it's kind of just a sigh of relief. And for me, my first one was in my hometown of Dallas. So it was kind of special for me to be there and be a part of the game in Dallas.
What do you think the ambiance will be like here? Just having the game here in '93, having the game here, 30 years later, and just. The whole ambiance, not only around the game, but around the city as well.
I think it'll be a lot different. I feel like Salt Lake has, changed a lot in the last, 25 years. The cityscape, the landscape, the liquor laws, things that are going to make it for a more enjoyable experience, And so I think the arena is, they've done a great job of upgrading things, and, Ryan is tech guy, so all the technology's here, and I think it's going to be a great atmosphere. I think the fans are definitely going to love it.
I look forward to it too, and I'm going to bring all my family here, and look forward to it, and should be excited for my kids and my family, and so we'll be here.
Memo, you think you could compete in the three-point contest?
No. Right now?
Yeah.
I cannot believe I never made it. They never called and said, you should be there or whatever. And my average was, 40% or something like that.
I thought you should have been there.
No, seriously, I should have been there, but it's all good. And so I can still shoot, don't get me wrong. So.
What do you think of the Jazz All-Star hopeful Larry Markkinen?
I feel like they got to put him in. Somebody's got to be on the team from the Jazz, with it being the, the host city. But also, he's playing pretty good damn basketball. And I don't know what place they're in right now, because it fluctuates. But 10th, yeah, they're only a game or two back of 6. So, he's had a hell of a year. I feel like he definitely deserves a shot. It definitely deserves a look, and hopefully the coaches put him in.
I'm sure that you guys can't share any secrets about what's upcoming for the All-Star game or the festivities that are happening, but are you kind of excited about the Jazz All-Star presence and at least what you've been told is what's going to happen that weekend?
No idea.
Yeah, I got some stuff in the works, and
I get a couple, but I have no idea what I'm doing.
Yeah, so I mean, there's definitely some things that'll be fun, and looking forward to just the weekend and being a part of it.
Truck, when you were an All-Star, I mean, the dunk contest was out of this world. Dominic Wilkins, I think, was, I don't know if it was 81, right? He might have been, but it was bigger than it is now. What would you do to change the dunk contest to make it more palatable, more exciting for fans, you think?
I never used to like the 6'10", 7-footers in it. I mean, not at all. The smaller guys, yeah, those are guys that can really jump. So I don't know about changing everything. I think maybe they give too many guys too many chances. The only thing I see, they get a little winded. I mean, last year, I don't know, I forgot who it was. He must have had 13 tries, and I knew he wouldn't make it because he just over and over, and he just got tired. So cut it down a little bit, and I think it'll be okay. They have the right veteran guys a lot of times judging those contests. I wouldn't make a good judge. I didn't dunk all the time like that. I didn't really believe in a whole lot of that. I like the three-point play or getting a foul against like Embiid or somebody. So times have changed a lot. Everybody trying to dunk it now. The guards, everybody. So it's changed an awful lot.
What do you guys think about the Elam ending that they've been using the last couple of years during the All-Star game?
The what? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What is it?
Where it's like the points, and then they gotta like
Is it
go
still
to a certain
24?
they go to a
play
certain
to a
the cap,
score.
yeah. Like they'll, if whatever the score is at the end of the third, they'll like make it whoever first team to 180.
Just like G League, they're playing right now in G
Yeah,
League.
yeah.
Oh, the G League's doing it too.
Yeah.
I heard it and I was kind of shocked. I was like, really?
I think it makes the fourth quarter a little more competitive.
Yeah.
You know, the first three are kind of whatever, but then I think guys kind of it makes them compete a little bit.
Yeah, I agree.
Is there a way to make the whole game competitive?
Not really. I mean, it's tough. You know, it's tough.
Deron and Memo, what's one of the, if there is a moment that you can, single moment you can pinpoint or stand out during your career here in Salt Lake, in this arena, there's been a lot of talk obviously with the change in the name and just the history of this arena today. Is there a moment that stands out to you guys that you just pinpoint as a special moment?
On the court, right?
Yeah.
I would say my putback against San Antonio, the game we won, and we act like we won championships. At the time, well, we were one of the worst team in the league at the same time, right?
Not me.
You were not there.
I wouldn't ever.
He was in college at the time. So that was that for me.
Out of that.
Mine was probably D-Fish running out in the playoffs when hopping right off a plane right into the game. Hearing that crowd come alive when he came on the court was pretty special.
Truck, when you played with this organization in New Orleans, did you ever think you could ever get to be this level? Obviously.
No, I never saw anything like that. I remember talking to Jerry Colangelo years and years ago, and he didn't ever think salaries or it would ever be this big. I'm surprised. I've always thought they would expand to Europe sooner or later and maybe take a team over for 2 weeks, play like 3 games. They probably will one day around, but he never thought he would pay guys the salaries they pay guys at all, because I think Kareem and Julius Erving and those guys was making over $1 million. When I was with New Orleans with Pete Maravich, he was making $50,000 a month, and we like, how much you make? That's like a ton. So it's changed so much. I mean, you know, you're talking about $50,000 a month for. I don't know what guys make per game now.
Rookie contract more than
300,000
that.
or something.
Rookie league minimums more than that.
Yeah.
Some players
But that's, you know, just the way it was. And I thought the biggest thing was people used to ask me how much organization used to gross, and I'm saying no owner or president or general manager told you nothing like that. So you didn't know how much they was generating. So when you go in to negotiate, you was trying to negotiate what other guys in your class or position was making, something like that. Bill Russell told me a story a long time ago that after they had won about the 8th title, he went to see the Celtics owners and asked for a raise. and they told him, "You worth every dime or quarter we'll give you, but we're not gonna give it to you." Didn't say they didn't have it, and he like, "Why you won't give it to me?" He explained to him how they was gonna win the division, win the first or second round, and of course will win the championship. And the bonus money was his bonus. Oh yeah. Come a long, long ways. Long ways.
For any of you guys, what can make Utah, or is it a destination for NBA players that they want to be here? They want to be a part of this organization.
They need to win, right? First thing first. I mean,
That's a tough one, man. There's honestly a lot of teams have that problem. I feel like there's, when you look at those type of markets, it's like L.A., New York, Miami, really are like the three like sexy destinations. Everybody else is kind of, it's just how the cards fall. I feel like something that makes Utah sexy is how many draft picks they have. They got a lot to work with, and they got some good young talent. So, hopefully that'll be what gets some guys to come here.
Just given kind of how open the league is now with like all the crazy scoring that we see night after night, do you ever kind of look at that and say, man, I wish like my career had come along like 10, 15 years later just so you could be playing?
I say that.
we were talking about it earlier, what we would do.
Especially this era, like the basketball they're playing nowadays, it fits my game perfectly and fits his game perfectly. And we were just talking about it the other day. We could have been deadly, like if you were playing together. But we still did good.
We did good.
Yeah, we did good.
We had the green light back then, but this is like different. This is a different type of green light. This is neon. It's like neon green now.
Stay on a long time.
Yeah, because Coach Sloan didn't like early threes, and now that's all guys take, and they're encouraged to take. So it's like a different level of confidence coming down, and knowing you can shoot anytime pretty much you want to, and it's not really a bad shot.
Even one player just by himself can take 23-point shots one game. We used to take like as a team 20 points 20 times, so it's just big difference nowadays.
Truck, it sounds like that, if you've watched the All-Star games recently, that you've kept up with the game and you still enjoy the game?
Well, I live in Phoenix, so I watch the Suns a lot, and a lot of times I can't watch them very long, but I watch them sometimes. When I see 8 and then other 7-footers shooting 3-pointers, I don't mind if they playing against like Embiid tonight where they want to spread the floor and bring him outside, but a lot of times the guys 7-footers and 6'10" guys shooting threes, and they got 5-inch advantage on the guy who defending them, and that's kind of hard for me to watch a lot of times. I think they don't understand the difference in the style of play. Don't permit guys to try to take guys down in the box, having a 5-inch advantage in guys. So you see a lot of threes going on. Suns sometimes they shoot 45 the whole game, and it's like 2's pretty good. Kareem made 1 3 in his whole career. I made 1 3 and took 1 only. So, and Karl Malone, I think, didn't shoot a whole lot of threes, and he was the second leading scorer at one time. And of course, Wilt shot no threes. So 2's are pretty good. They're not bad. They're not bad.
No, you're pro threes though, as a 7-footer.
Say what?
You're in favor of threes as a 7-footer though.
Am I?
You are. I know. I figure you are, given how many you made and took.
He went inside though. Memo had an inside game too though.
I know.
No,
If there was a,
but the way we were playing, Boozer was mostly inside.
Yeah.
I was more like outside. Me, I was just being there, give this guy a lot of room to can drive, and Boozer a lot of opportunities down there. So that was our system, right? So, if I was playing in Osterstag, obviously I was still outside. So.
Let's do a hypothetical here. You drop your 2019 into 2023, that same team. Where do you guys finish?
I don't know.
I never thought about that.
Yeah, I know. I think we'd be pretty good.
2017 actually was the Derek Fisher was there.
2017 was the one that went to.
Yeah, but 2009 had Kyle, which is
that's why I said the 2019.
Yeah, having Kyle out there just shooting threes, that would have been huge for us. We've been top 4, I think.
we could have won a lot of games for sure.
You guys had the best offense in the league that one year.
We're very efficient. You know, we're in a very efficient ship.
Same old offense, but we were still giving it.
Was it hard to think about that?
Think about what?
Like, what could have been? What wasn't?
Could have been 2019. I mean, we could have won a lot of games for sure, but I don't know if we were gonna make in the NBA finals or win all the way. It's hard to say it.
Thank you guys.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Appreciate
Appreciate it.
Thanks for doing
Appreciate
this,
it.
guys.